All right, time to try this 82-0 game that everybody's been playing. There's a classic where you can see the stats and hoop IQ where you can't see the stats. So obviously I'm going to try the hoop IQ. Here in the first round, we've got Atlanta in the 60s, or we have to spin it first, I guess. Then we get Washington in the 2010s. All right, Washington in the 2010s. I mean, John Wall is going to be a good point guard. I don't know if, yeah, they'll just have point guard. I was wondering if I could slot him in at the 2 also or not. But he would probably have the best stats out of anybody. Bradley Beal, maybe, although a lot of Bradley Beal's best years in Washington also came after the year 2020. So I'm going to go with John Wall. And I have to put him in here at the point guard position. And I'm also going to fix the screen here really quick so you can see the top. Now back to it. Let's do our second spin. Indiana in the 2000s. 2000s Indiana. I mean, I guess there's Ron Artest. There's Danny Granger. Maybe Jermaine O'Neal. I think I'm going to go with Jermaine O'Neal. And we'll slot him in at the power forward spot. And we'll spin this for the third time to get Portland in the 90s and go with Clyde Drexler. Honestly, will be the best choice here, I think. Either 2 or 3. I'll put him at the 2 for now. And then we've got the fourth spin, Golden State in the 80s. And I guess I can also use a skip for the team and the era, one each, that I have not utilized yet. But I think I'm going to use a reshuffle for the era here. Maybe we get like Steph or somebody. 60s Warriors. I guess Rick Barry. We could probably slot in at the wing spot next to Clyde. Is there anybody I'm forgetting about? I guess, I don't know, would Wilt count? Oh, he does. Okay. I was just thinking about the difference between, oh yeah, he played for both the Philadelphia Warriors and the San Francisco Warriors. So Wilt Chamberlain might be a good choice here, which I don't know what the metrics of this game are, if it just adds up stats or what it does. But we haven't got a center yet, although we could switch Jermaine O'Neal over to the center. But I think I'm going to use Wilt here instead of Rick Barry, I think is what I'm going to do. Put Wilt Chamberlain there at the center spot. I think that's the obvious choice there, to be honest. Sacramento in the 70s. I mean, Oscar Robertson's prime was definitely the 60s, not the 70s. And he also was on the 71 Bucks, for sure, on that title team. So I don't even know. Did he play in Sacramento in the 70s? And it wouldn't have been Sacramento at the time, I don't think. It would have been Cincinnati. Oscar Robertson. He did technically play there for a little bit in the 70s, but we can't use him because he's just a point guard. We need either a small forward or a shooting guard right now. So I think I'm gonna do my reshuffle on the team here. Portland in the 70s. Let's see here. I know Bob Gross for sure was on that 77 Blazers title team. Who else was on that team? Obviously Bill Walton at the center spot. If we would have drafted Rick Barry, then we would get 70s Walton. That would be a pretty good one. But this is fine, I guess. Let me try to think though for a second. We've got Bob Gross, like I said. Who else was on that team? There was Maurice Lucas, but he was a power forward, wasn't he? Yeah, he's a power forward. And then I think Lionel Hollins was their point guard, but he played shooting guard too. So I could go with him because I don't know who else to use in Portland for the 70s. I'm not that much of a historical genius. All I really know about the 70s Blazers is that 77 squad, to be honest. So I think I'm going to move Clyde over. Am I not allowed to do that? Okay, I am. And then I can bring in Hollins at the... Okay, that was 74-8. That's actually a lot better than a lot of people's scores have been seeing. So I think that's not bad for my first one, especially on Hoop IQ mode, I would think. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain in the 60s for the Warriors, 42 points per game, 25 rebounds. Didn't track steals or blocks at the time. So I wonder if that hurts those players in this game. But yeah, there's my first try at the 82-0 game. Let me know if I should do another one. Appreciate it. Stay happy, stay healthy. I'll talk to you guys next video.